Welcome to Dominate Real Estate Podcast, the $1 Million Blueprint where luxury meets expertise in the world of high-end real estate. Hosted by Taliya Bashani, top real estate attorney, and Carina Tom, president of New World Connect Title. Stay tuned as we dive deep in the minds of top producing luxury real estate agents, uncovering the strategies, insights, and secrets that have helped them make millions. Get ready to level up your real estate game as we guide you through the latest market trends and the stories behind the most exclusive deals in the industry. This is the place where sophistication and success dominate. And now, recording live from the Hard Rock Hotel in New York City, here are your hosts, Taliya and Carina.
Welcome to Dominate Real Estate Podcast, the podcast where real estate's top performers spill the secrets of their success. Recording live from the Hard Rock Hotel in New York City, I'm Taliya Bashani.
And I'm Carina Tom. And together we bring you the strategies, mindsets, and moments that took the industry's most successful agents from open houses to powerhouse closings.
Whether you're an aspiring agent, a seasoned pro, or just looking to level up your real estate game,
you're in the right place. It's time to dominate real estate.
We are excited to welcome our guest, Sandy Abbas, top real estate agent from Sirhan.
Thank you so much, Taliya. Thank you, Carina, for having me. It's such an honor today to be here.
Oh, it's an honor to have you on the show. And we're just going to jump right into it.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, how you got started in real estate.
Sure. So I'm Sandy Abbas, a.k.a. Sandy Brooklyn. I always say you can't get more Brooklyn than me.
Brooklyn in the house. I love Brooklyn.
Yeah, I was born in Lutheran Hospital. I'm going way back.
Okay.
You know? That's in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. I lived in a 4-story walk-up. We basically grew up very poor. Okay. And I have to give graces to my mother because she saved every single penny that she had. She was a cashier at a hospital, at a cafeteria hospital. And she decided to buy a house in Carroll Gardens. And I saw how my life changed from, 4th floor walk up with cockroaches and other things and getting out of school and just like running down the block home because I was scared. It was gangster back then.
So you're a little gangster,
Brooklyn.
Sandy.
I won't tell my age, but back in those days it was pretty gangster. And then I come to Carroll Gardens and it's like night and day. And so I saw what my mom did for me and how our lifestyle changed and how we built equity. And I decided that I wanted to be a real estate agent and make other people's dreams come true like my mother did for me.
I love that.
Yes.
So that actually touches my heart.
Thank you.
Because my mom, I always pay her homage. She came to this country. She was 6 months, 6 months pregnant. And she happened to work at a hospital, also North Shore Hospital in Long Island, New York. And I saw how hard they worked. And recently, my mom, what she's going through, I honor her so much because she saved every penny just to make sure that she levels up her girls and, kudos to your mom. I love that.
God bless your mother.
Oh, same to you, honey.
Same. Yeah.
So your journey started in real estate and, basically following in your mom's footsteps as far as leveling up your game. Mm-hmm. So tell us how your trajectory, essentially, where you started. Did you start in rentals? Did you go right into sales?
I guess I'll go back from the start.
Yes.
So I actually I was always in sales all my life.
Oh, okay.
I love people and I love building relationships. So my first job was actually at the Camaraderie Bakery. Have you watched the movie Moonstruck?
Oh, yeah.
That might be bakery where I worked at. So I know all about bread and pastries. Pastries.
Oh, my God.
Then after that, I went to college and I studied business administration with a concentration in finance and a minor Hispanic studies. And I was like, okay, what am I going to do next in sales? I love working with people. So I decided to go into the mortgage world. So I was in the mortgage world for close to 10 years. I was a top performer there. I was
Which mortgage company?
Wells Fargo.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
I was the number 2 salesperson in all of the United States in production in 2007.
Love that.
Yeah. So, but then 2008 came, the meltdown.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I have to find something else to do.
Yeah.
So I became a financial advisor. I took my Series 7, my 66. These are hard tests.
Wow,
Not
very
as hard as
hard.
your bar.
Okay.
I know
No,
the
but these
bar-
are hard
Yeah,
tests
but
Yeah.
these are
for
hard.
sure.
The bar is much harder, but I always love to challenge myself. You know, my mother always taught me, like, it doesn't matter, like, your race, it doesn't matter your gender.
Love
And
that.
that's what's always been embedded in me, in my brain, and in my heart. So I just keep going, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after the mortgage business, I was a wealth advisor for like 4 years. And then I got an offer to become a vice president of a credit building and restoration company.
Oh, okay.
Yes. At the same time, I was also running my own business networking group. So I host events.
She's the power connector, everyone. If
I'm
you
gonna
haven't
have
been
to
to one
join
of
your
Sandy's
power
events,
connections.
you have to check her
Love
out
that.
because she is the
Yeah.
power connector.
Well, you're on the list now.
Oh,
for sure.
I'm there.
You're
I'm a master
my
networker.
VIP.
And every
I
event.
just made the VIP list, so you know, you got an auto invite.
Yeah. So after that, I was like, okay, what's next for me? You know, I'm always like, what's next? Once I feel like I graduate in the profession, I'm like, so I said, all right, I'm going to become a real estate agent.
Okay.
So I watched the show $1 Million Listing.
Yeah.
And, you know, Ryan's on it.
Wow.
But at that time, I really liked Frederick and I liked Douglas Elliman. So I told my friends, I was like, I'm going to work at that office where Frederick works at Douglas Elliman. And they're like, you're not getting in there. You know?
Oh, don't tell a Latina no.
No, and I was like, how do you know I'm not going to get in there? You don't know my strategy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
my motto is you don't try, then you're not going to get it. Then you're just turning your own self down.
Right.
But try. If you get turned down, you just keep going and going.
My
until you get
motto
it.
is if you can't, then you must.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what I did was, I didn't know anyone in the industry either.
Okay.
So I emailed my resume to all of the managers at Douglas Elliman.
good for you.
And who
from
got back
you?
to me? Chris Peters.
Chris Peters.
The Frederick sales manager.
Oh.
Wow.
In that office, they don't hire you like when you're just come out of real estate school. You have to have a book of business.
Yeah.
But he saw something in me, and I'm grateful for him till this day. I love Chris Peters. So I went into his office and I basically took a picture of all my awards that I've ever won in my life. And I'm like, I can't carry all the awards, but here's a picture, you know?
I love it.
And I came in with a stellar marketing plan on what I plan to do because I'm a pre-planner. I love to plan. And I told him these are the events that I'm going to do, all this stuff. So he was like, okay, you're hired.
Nice.
So I was like, you know what? My friends doubted me and I just kept going and I got in. So now I was like, okay, what team are you going to put me on? He's like, oh no, you don't need a team.
Oh, you're solo out the gate.
So I was like, oh my God. He's like, you can do it on your own. You have a sales and strong marketing background.
Right.
So basically, I was a real estate agent at Douglas Elliman by myself. The first year I got nominated for Rookie of the Year.
Wow.
So
Sandy.
I was
Impressive.
very happy. And then I was towards like my 6th year. And I had ranked 2 times, one time in the top 10 and another time in the top 20 individual sales.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I kind of hit my peak. I'm like, what am I going to do next? You know? So I was having lunch with my friend and she was also thinking about changing real estate companies. So I was like, why don't you go to Surham? And that's when I thought to myself, I said, why am I telling her to go to Surham? And I'm not doing that. So her and I applied at the table.
Okay.
And I was like, I just ranked, number 3 out of 10 in sales agents last month. And so they got back to me right away. And that's how I got into Surham.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations, I love
Thank
your
you
journey.
so much.
Very impressive. I don't even know what to say
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
I love your whole
And
vibe.
Karina's never speechless.
So I think what makes me different is that because I have a background and I've worn many hats and I really know the real estate transaction on the mortgage end and on the credit restoration end, on the investment end, and now the real estate end. And I'm a native New Yorker. I think that matters.
Yeah.
I'm more like a real estate consultant, a real estate advisor. Okay. And I think compared to my peers, I can be a much bigger asset to my client.
Phenomenal.
Correct.
Excellent.
Correct. Yes. You have a deep understanding of the whole entire transaction. I mean, next you're going to be title. I don't know. Like
I used to clear titles. I used to clear titles back in the days because I used to do refinances in the bank. So I learned how to clear titles.
Listen, let's talk omits and exceptions next.
Okay, so now you're working under Ryan, which is a huge, gate opener, really, because it's just the floodgates are now opening. And we know he is such a, force to be reckoned with, especially in the new dev, especially in the listing. So how did that catapult your career as far as, working with more so sponsors, developers on the listing side versus the buy side? What's your sweet spot?
So good question. Thank you so much. So once again, I'll go back to when I feel I reached my peak. So I felt like I reached my peak as an individual agent. And I was like, okay, what am I going to do next? I have to find the right partner. Right. And I'm very independent. And I'm very picky to who I work with because I work my tail off. My motto is I'm respectfully aggressive.
Okay.
And honestly, it's hard to find someone like that on your same level.
Yes, you're right.
I found her. My partner, Sarah Golan, from the Sarah Golan team, we basically met. We did a deal together. I live in an 87-unit condo building in Williamsburg, so I do a lot of business there.
Really nice.
And we had met at an awards show, and we were the only two ladies, and it was like 10 other men. And we were like, oh, God, these bros.
Which is our life story.
Yeah. So we actually did a deal together in my building, and it was the smoothest transaction. And she has a background of doing a lot of condo development. So basically, I joined her team, and now I am learning the condo development process.
Now that's a power connection and a powerhouse team. I love that.
Yes.
Partner.
Excellent. So let's talk about what the biggest game changer of your career and the most memorable deal.
Okay, let's see. My most memorable deal. Are you ready for this story?
Yeah,
we're ready.
We love your story. Sandy,
Thank you, Sandy.
You're the whole show.
Sandy storyteller.
Sandy story time.
So
stay tuned.
I'll leave names out for privacy. But basically, I told you I live in a condo building in Williamsburg for the past 14 years. So there was a lady that lived in the building, and she is getting a divorce from her husband. And she is like, Sandy, you break records in the building. Can you sell my condo? So I was like, sure. And I was like, well, what are you going to do? And she was like, I'm going to rent. And I said, well, why are you going to rent? Let's dig deeper. What is the issue? She was like, my credit. So, I was the vice president of a credit building restoration company. So I was like, let me take a look at your credit. So I took a look at her report and I analyzed it, and her income to loan debt ratio was too high. So meaning that she needed to pay down her credit cards. It wasn't that she was late. Okay. She just had too much debt.
High balances.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, what assets do you have? Let's try to be creative. So she owned a parking spot in my building. So what did I do? I bought the parking spot from her for $50,000. She paid down her debt, and then her credit score went up. 1 month later, we rescored her, and she was able to buy a condo. She downgraded, and she stayed in the building. So I sold her bigger condo unit, and she divorced with her husband, and then she moved into a smaller 2-bedroom inside my building, and now we're best friends.
Oh, wow. You see that? And you doubled your commission.
I did.
It's like a win-win all around.
Yeah.
I want to be your best friend.
So I think it matters like who your agent is and how
Exactly.
resourceful they are.
Right.
You know,
And finding solutions to any problems. Like you really went outside of the box and you were so creative with that to make it happen and to turn her into a homeowner as opposed to a renter.
yeah, and it took her like 3 years to pay me back, but she did pay me back that $15,000.
And she has you to thank.
It's also investing in your client and believing in your client as
Absolutely.
well.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
true.
And it's you're going above and beyond.
Yes.
That's the name of the game. You know, as you grow in this industry, it's how you're going to go above and beyond for your clients. And when you do that, that business just keeps on coming in more and more.
Yes.
We are going to take a quick commercial break and we will be right back.
Hi, everybody. Ari Brody, the mortgage man here from Cross Country Mortgage. So my pet peeve in the mortgage industry is it's the largest purchase of everybody's lives, and it's frequently the most stressful. So my sole objective and my sole job is to provide super high level of service. Me and my team go out of our way to sit there and make sure this process is as easy and as smooth as we can possibly make it to take away as much of the stress as we possibly can. My job, my goal is to create raving fans. And my sole objective is to sit there and provide you with such a high level of service. You're going to walk away saying, wow, Ari and his team were freaking awesome. And therefore, you're going to refer me everybody you know because my business is 100% referral based. We have a lot of programs. We have a lot of products. We have a lot of different ways that we can sit there and take care of you. If you have questions, concerns, anything you'd like to know, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to be a resource and help out any way I can. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Take care.
Welcome back to Dominate Real Estate Podcast. Sandy, we're so excited and all the nuggets you have dropped for us today. So thank you for your storytelling time and let's keep it going.
Yes. And
Let's do
Sandy,
it.
seriously, I love all your stories and your journey and how much knowledge and experience you've acquired. So what advice would you give to a new agent?
So that's a good question. Thank you so much. I would say number one, be yourself.
Yes.
Right? So I'm Sandy Brooklyn. I'm a Brooklyn Latina girl. I have an accent.
I
and
like
I'm
it.
proud of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Authentic.
Be yourself because people are gonna see right through you and not trust you. And this business is about
Trust.
like they're trusting you with the most important decision
Absolutely.
in their whole lives to purchase
Absolutely.
or sell their home. So number one, be yourself. Number two, I would say don't expect to take. I think a lot of people just want to take and take and take. You have to give first before you can take. And you also need to build trust, right? It takes 7 times on average before somebody trusts you.
Yeah.
So what I do is I build trust by hosting business networking events and connecting other business professionals to help them, help their own businesses grow,
Right.
to connect them, right? And I also do educational trainings. So I do CLEs for attorneys. We're going to be doing a home buyer seminar soon. So I just keep hitting them and just giving them as much as I can until they're ready to buy or sell with me. So that's the secret.
That is the secret. And it's
Yes.
a secret, but people forget. Like they feel when you're a new agent or new in this industry, you feel as though you have to be like so many different things. But in essence, it's really being true to yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
And I also think just being humble. Like everyone thinks
Absolutely.
it's like so glamorous.
Yes.
I mean, you saw I've done many careers. This is the most difficult and most rewarding career that I've ever had.
Sure.
But you have to wear many hats. And you also have
Absolutely.
to educate yourself on the rest of the partners that you have in place to make the real estate transaction happen. Right? So you have to know what the architect does. You have to know what the real estate attorney does. And you have to have those trusted partners in place to help you guide through your deals when you have an issue.
Absolutely. Having the right team is important.
Yes.
Yes. We drive the boat.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about your personal brand a little bit because you have really developed, like you said, you're Sandy Brooklyn, you stay authentic and genuine to who you are. And we know a lot, especially today with social media and, creating that personal brand. Can you talk a little bit about how you've developed that for yourself?
Well, You know, Sandy Brooklyn, I was born with Sandy Brooklyn. Everyone was like, did you name yourself when you became a real estate agent? I was like, no, it's in my heart. It's in my soul. I'm Sandy Brooklyn. So it is just organic, that branding, which is very key, right?
Yeah,
All my friends know me as
key.
Sandy Brooklyn. But I mean, I do social media to broadcast like how many deals, like what deals I have on the market and what I closed and what events I'm having. But really, I love shaking hands and kissing babies.
Same.
Yeah, I love the face-to-face and the building relationships and the educating and the hosting events. I mean, I've been hosting my own birthday party since I was 4 years old.
Oh my gosh.
So I kind of feel like it's a gift from God. Like I just love bringing people together and introducing them and seeing them relationships grow and being like, that's because of me.
Yeah.
That's like an honor.
It's like an inner self-satisfaction when you're just helping others grow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know, your network is so vast and you have so much going on, really. And how do you balance everything? Do you have a certain routine that you follow? Because, you know, you're planning multiple events, you're doing so many networking events, you're doing launch parties all the time for your new devs. So how do you balance it all and what's your mantra?
Oh, it's good. Another good question.
We're heading
Okay, so number one, I'm not married. And I think that's where I have a lot of time. I don't know how mothers do it. God bless them. Right. But I don't have any kids. I don't know how they balance that out, but that gives me a lot of time. I just have my little dog.
Okay.
Like you have your little
I've got
dog.
little Peanut.
Yeah. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, so how do you maintain that routine and the balance?
Well, I pre-plan everything.
Okay. So
I'm a
you're
planner.
real organized.
So like this year so far, Sarah Golan, my partner, and we planned out like 20 events.
Wow.
And so we put it in the calendar. We have it for the whole year.
Wow.
And we get it done. And not only that, but we have trusted vendors in place
Okay.
that get us there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've been doing events for the past 10 years, so I have all the people.
Right.
So I think that's the hardest part when you have an event to get people
Absolutely.
at the venue. But I've been doing it so long, I don't have that issue.
Well, we have to
So
go check out your
pre-planning,
Yeah.
pre-planning.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
Saying very like calendar focused, very organized.
Yes.
And okay, fantastic. We love it. So let's talk about the ups and downs of real estate because we all know that it is a roller coaster and there's highs and lows in this business.
Yes.
And sometimes, listings just might not move. Sometimes you might have, properties on the market and you're just, not getting the attention or the action that you need.
Yeah.
So how do you really stay resilient in those times?
I don't see ups and downs. I just see facing adversity. You have to re-strategize. And I always think positively because I think if you think negatively, then you're not going to get the deal. You have to sell yourself first before you can sell to anybody else. So that's key, always keeping a positive mindset. I play positive music in the morning to get my brain in tune for the day. I coach myself. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So there are no highs and lows. You're just like even keel, steady, and just keep your eye on the prize.
Yeah.
And like not paying attention to, a lot of times like the media will say, oh, right now tariffs or this and that.
Right.
When you get so focused on, oh, well, it's not a good time. And now you're putting that mindset inside of your mind. Listen, the time is now.
Yeah.
Whatever you're going to receive you're going to receive it. And you have to believe that.
Yeah. And I've been in sales since I was 14 years old, right? At the bakery. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't fail. I just put it in my mind. I don't fail.
God, I love that.
If listings can stay on for a while, like right now,
yeah.
typically my listings go into contracts in 30 to 45 days.
Wow.
But now
Good
it's
record.
taking a little longer. So what do? You just sit with your client and you say, okay, we're going to see how it goes for the first 30 days. And then if it's not in contract yet or we don't have an offer, we're going to re-strategize.
Okay.
And you just pump up the marketing efforts. And you have to pay out of your pocket. I think a lot of agents maybe don't have the money or they don't want to invest once again in their clients to do virtual staging or to pay for staging. Sometimes you have to do these things in the tough markets to get the property sold.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're investing back into your business
Yes.
at all times. That's very important. Very important. I love that, Sandy Brooklyn. So many good nuggets here. All right.
Let's talk about your plans for growth and where you see yourself in the next 5 years.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Are you ready for this one? Okay. So I didn't tell you this part, but I don't have any kids, right?
Right.
So I always felt that my calling from God really was to work with older people, senior citizens. So when I was a young girl, I used to volunteer at the nursing home, and I always loved it because you learn so much from older people. And I think in this country, they don't respect them. Like in China, you're so respected. So what I want to do is I want to do senior housing in my future. Right now, I'm doing new development because I would like to develop in the future senior housing, but I want to take the negativity out of it.
Yes.
Like senior,
The stigma,
like
yeah.
retirement. I want to make it fresh and rebrand it, like second chance living.
Oh, make it
something like that.
exciting.
And like I'm looking in Colombia right now. I just bought something in Colombia, so it's gonna be my temp house that I just want to go check out how it is to live there, and then I want to buy some land and build some small houses, and then have amenity spaces, and so yeah.
That's exciting.
And
That's a lot of growth.
a lot of my friends, they don't know what they're gonna do when they retire. They don't have a plan, and I just believe that
plan
if
is
you
important.
stay by yourself as an old person, you're kind of gonna rot, right? All by yourself.
Absolutely.
So I feel like I'm gonna give a second chance to everyone that are my friends and people that want to join me in
I
this,
love that.
this future venture.
I'm going to call you.
Thank you.
We'll go together.
A plan now, second chance living.
Fun.
I think that's a phenomenal idea. And
Thank you.
you're right. A lot of people don't think about the older generation. But listen, we're all going to get there. We're all going to be a part of that
Yeah.
generation. So the fact that you are, guiding yourself towards helping the elders, because a lot of people forget about them, but they're the wisest and the, have the most experience and the most to teach. And it's like your life isn't over when you hit 70 or whatever it is.
And they say that socialization is the most important thing because it actually kills faster than sitting and smoking and everything. It's really a socialization for elders.
Yeah.
Sure.
Negative about elders.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and your journey with us, Sandy.
Thank you for having me. It was
Sandy,
such
you're
an
the best.
honor.
And for the audience who wants to connect with you, what's the best way to reach out?
So social media, Sandy Brooklyn.
And an email address?
My email is sandy@sirhan.com.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being on the show. And
Yes.
thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thanks, my love.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Bye. See you guys next time.
You have been tuning into Dominate Real Estate Podcast, the $1 Million Blueprint, live from the Hard Rock Hotel in New York City, with your hosts, Taliya Bashani and Carina Tom. For more information, please visit our Dominate Real Estate page on Instagram. You can also watch the show across all media outlets, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and more. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Thank you for your positive feedback, comments, and questions, and please share this show with your network.